I will show you how to get an under 10-minute run with a simple strategy. First, look around. There must be a taiga village, a plains village or an ocean. If there is none of those, try again. When you see one, press F3 plus G to activate chunk borders. Then press F3. When moving, try to go through 0, 0 chunk and see if there are any animals or trees in that chunk. If you see animals, write in the chat what animals you saw. And if you see one or more trees, point into trunk of a random tree and type this Z coordinate into the chat. I only recommend that you go to plains or taiga village, otherwise restart your world. You can always click the timestamp in the description depending on your situation. Village. Get 3 logs. Make a crafting table and a pickaxe. Mine 3 stones. Make a stone pickaxe. Mine 4 stones. Make an axe and shovel. Mine 8 more logs. Get 6 haystacks. If there is no haystacks, you will get mushrooms in the nether. Get as many beds, up to 7, while moving through village. Kill iron golem by first hitting him and then towering 3 blocks high. Craft a bucket and flint and steel. If not enough iron, your only hope is a ruined portal. If you will go over water, craft a boat too. Turn haystacks into bread. Get water into your bucket as soon as you can. Your next step depends on if you see a ruined portal, lava pool or an ocean. If you see none, keep looking. Ruined portal. Ruined portal is the highest priority. Take everything useful from the chest. If you find enough obsidian, finish the portal. You can ignite it with a fire charge too. You can also complete the ruined portal with a lava pool and water. Lava pool. Another way to nether is to find a lava pool. Along the way, mine gravel and get 1 flint. And get water. Find a lava lake and build a nether portal like this. I recommend practicing this in creative first. Ocean. If you just started the world and you are not coming from the village, then you must first get 3 logs. Make a crafting table, sticks and axe. Get 8 more logs. Make a boat, bowl and door. Then get into the water. Press F5 and look for shipwrecks. Set your render distance to at least 20. Find a shipwreck and loot only the main chest, which is found in the back of the ship. If you have less than 4 iron, the speedrun is already dead. Make a bucket and leave 1 ingot for flint and steel. If you have more iron, build a pickaxe and shovel. Find gravel and mine it for 1 flint. Make flint and steel. Save the rest of the iron. Return to the boat and search for an underwater ravine. You can spot them by magma blocks or when your boat starts sinking. Find a lava pool inside the ravine. Build another portal. Before entering nether, increase entity render distance to 500. Set render distance to 16 chunks and press F3. The moment the nether loads, press escape to pause. If and only if you are using sodium, update it to at least this version and disable use entity culling. For a sub 10 run, you will need to basically teleport next to a bastion or a fortress, but if you don't, there is still hope. How to find bastions and fortresses from spawn. As soon as you enter the nether, pause. Watch this second E number, which is the number of all mobs spawned. If it jumps by around 30, that means the bastions just spawned. In my case, it abruptly jumped by 30 a few times, so there are multiple bastions. Now I will teach you some easy knowledge. Nether is divided into 432 by 432 block regions, starting at 0, 0. Each region has either 1 bastion or 1 fortress, but since our render distance is 16 chunks or 265 blocks, we only see parts of 4 regions. When we find bastions, fortresses are in the other regions, probably. Keep in mind that bastions can also spawn outside of our render distance. How to locate bastions from spawn. We will look at the first entity number. This is the number of all mobs in your field of view, including through the walls. Look around to see where the number of mobs spikes. Those are bastions. I have a spike of 39 here and no other spikes around me. There is 1 bastion. Set the field of view to 20 and get more precise directions. I have 36 mobs in this direction. Type the angle you are looking at in the chat and make sure you are always walking towards it. Also move a bit forward to see if the X and Z coordinates are moving up or down. My X is going down and Z is going up, so the Bastion is in negative positive quadrant. Type that in chat. This will soon help us find fortresses. If you have 2 or 3 Bastions, choose one that is towards the 0-0 chunk, because we need to see if there are fossils in the 0-0 chunk. If you already see the 0-0 chunk, choose a Bastion that is easiest to get to. For example, one is behind mountains and one isn't. A fossil in the 0-0 chunk can teleport you very close to a stronghold and rarely to the portal room itself. You just need to recognize what block is the origin of the fossil. If you see a T-shaped fossil, its origin is in the corner below this expansion. If it's a single rib, then look at the upper rib. If it's only one block, then origin is here. If it has 2 blocks, the origin is below the second block. If it's multiple ribs, stand so they point left. The origin is in the right corner of the hitbox. If it's a cage, stand so the biggest ribs are closest to you. Origin is in the bottom right block. On this guy, origin is here. If it's a closed cage, the origin is in the corner between the biggest and the smallest rib. You don't need to memorize all this, you can just pause the game and check this video, or the files I will leave in the description. Once you recognize the origin, look at it and type this coordinate. A little tip, you don't need to place a block at the origin, because the block below will have the same coordinate. Then keep walking towards the Bastion. Get lava into your bucket. Use a boat to jump off of high places. Get mushrooms for mushroom stews. Bastion Routing. There are 4 types of Bastions: bridge, stables, housing and treasure. First, you will need to recognize your Bastion. Treasure has a gigantic cube and a tower, has lava rectangles and a pile of gold blocks. Bridge has a piglin face carved into it. It has a gigantic pile of gold at the front, and it has lava falls inside. Housing has a tall part and then a short part scattered all over the place. It also has soul sand in the middle of the short part. Stables has very tall and very short section. It also has these archways in front of the short section, and it has a lot of hoglins all over the place. Routing Treasure Bastion. Go to lava rectangles and pillar up to these 2 gold blocks. Place 2 blocks here so the piglins can't climb. And mine this block. Make a gold armor piece if you don't have one. Throw 3 gold pieces to distract piglins. Place 2 blocks here and mine this block. Use lava to kill brutes and hoglins. Then run into this tower and go up right stairs. Then the left and break this block. If you get attacked by brutes or hoglins, kill them with lava. If piglins start attacking you, throw them gold. Break through this wall. Stand parallel to this staircase and break 2 blocks. Place a block here so piglins can't reach you. Dig a hole for piglins. Break this block and start throwing in gold. Get out this way and go up the stairs. Break following blocks. 2 here, 1 down here, 2 top left, and 2 bottom right. Then on the bottom right, dig down beside it. Throw gold to piglins through this hole. Then go up the stairs. Go left. If there is a wall, break it. You will enter the same looking room. Break the same blocks. Then go back to the first room and throw your gold to piglins. Then go down and collect your trades. You should have 10 obsidian and at least 11 ender pearls, although more ender pearls is recommended. If you miss obsidian, loot these chests. Use lava if anything attacks you. Housing route. Come to the soul sand. Find this chest. If there is lava, build paths over it so piglins can come to you. Then locate this tall tower. At the base of it there is a double chest. Just locate the chest. Then climb on top of this chest and break it. Piglins will start chasing you. Run towards the double chest. Place a block in the top left corner so you make a staircase. Climb it and place a block here so the piglins can't follow you. Then break these 3 blocks and climb up. This is the gold room. Break this single chiseled block. Then come back and break this block so you let piglins in. Quickly jump into the hole you just made and place a block above you. Dig down and break a gold block. Break this one too. Then ignore this one and dig 1 block forward. Then break this chiseled block so the piglins can enter. Throw them your gold. Then turn left and start mining gold. There is a lot of gold blocks inside this wall. But there are no more than 3 blocks in each direction. Do not mine too deep. Give all the gold to the piglins. Then block them like this so the items don't spill. Then exit this hole and go to the double chest we left behind. Go to piglins and collect trades. If you have 10 obsidian and 12 pearls, leave, although more pearls are recommended. In the case you come from the back of the housing bastion, you don't need to go all the way to the soul sand. Go to the tall towers and break this chest. Then run to the left corner. Run down and you will find these staircases. Run down until you see the opening on the left. Then turn around and go down the opposite direction. At the bottom is that gold room. Bridge route. Find these gold blocks and take 12 of them. If you can't find them, enter the bastion. They are always opposite of the lava falls. Use lava to kill brutes and hoglins that attack you. Craft gold armor piece if you don't have one. After you take 12 gold blocks, go to the middle and on the right side there will be a gap in the lava. Climb it. Go to the left and take these 2 stair blocks. Then go to the end of the hallway and staircase up here. And climb up here. Here in this gap you will make 1 block deep hole. Then place 2 stair blocks like this. Your piglins will be in this hole. Then place and break a gold block to anger piglins and throw gold ingots into the hole. Leave 9 ingots in your inventory. Now we will loot side towers. Dig through the back wall and throw gold to distract piglins. Find chests and loot them. Return and collect trades. If you don't have 10 obsidian and 12 pearls, you need to wait a bit more. Then you can just ender pearl out. Hogling stables route. Use lava to kill hoglins and brutes. A piece of gold armor is recommended. We only care about the tall part. Tall part is split into 3 towers. First we will check if the left and right towers are good or bad. You need to look at this gap in the wall. If the gap is 1 block tall, it's a good tower. If the gap is 2 blocks tall, it's a bad tower. If the gap is behind netherrack, just dig to it. There is another way to see if the towers are good or bad. Line yourself up with the center of the bastion and go all the way down to the bottom. Find this chest next to the staircase. Dig 5 blocks deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 3 blocks to the left. If there is no hole, this is a good tower. If there is a hole, it's a bad tower. If the tower is bad, go up these stairs. Turn left and go all the way back where this gap in the wall is. Break these 2 blocks. If there is no hole, it's a good tower. If there is a hole, it's a bad tower. If you find a good side, you don't need to go and check the other side. But keep in mind that both sides can be bad. At this point, speedrunners just restart the run. A gold room can be found in a good tower. If the good tower is the left tower, go through these blocks we mined. Go forward to this staircase and go up. You will recognize the gold room by this lantern. If the good tower is right, go up the right stairs, and then to the wall that we digged through. Just keep digging. Go down these stairs into the gold room. Inside the gold room, there is a gold block in the back. Break the block below it, then get inside and break this block, and place a block here. This will be your hole for piglins. Do not break gold yet. Find this block that is sticking, and break 3. Now more piglins will come from above. Then break these 2 blocks and make gold ingots. Throw it in the hole. Then do the same with the other 2 blocks. Then come to this hole and break 1 block. Start mining this area. Clear out the room 1 block to the left, 3 forward and 2 to the right. Then throw the gold to the piglins and collect trades. Bastion tips. From chests, get gold, iron, obsidian, crying obsidian and strings. When trading, place 2 gravel blocks in the hole so items on the bottom come up. Then quickly destroy it. You need at least 12 ender pearls and 10 obsidian, but more ender pearls is better. Nether Fortress. Now there are 2 ways to find a fortress. There is a normal person way and there is a full tryhard no life way. So a normal person would basically see in which quadrants bastions aren't, and also see their divine travel coordinates. So if you have a fossil or a tree or an animal at 00 chunk, go to one of these coordinates that is closest to you and in a quadrant where bastions aren't. If you don't have divine travel coordinates, you can use blind travel coordinates. I will leave all of these files in the description. Now a tryhard no life way to find a fortress from a bastion. Set render distance to 16. Press Shift plus F3. It's important to press Shift first. On the bottom right, select tick. Select it with numbers. Then level, then entities, and then block entities. You see mob spawners. It could be a fortress or a treasure bastion. If it's a high proportion of spawners to chests, it's probably a fortress. 6% of spawners means there is probably only 1 treasure bastion. You should restart. But 11% spawners is probably a fortress. Drop render distance to 2. Press F3 plus G. Press Shift plus F3 2 times to refresh the pie chart. Then press F3 plus F to increase your render distance by 1. Keep pressing it until you see spawners load. In my case, spawners load at 11 chunks. Put render distance to 2 and press Shift plus F3 twice to reset the pie chart. Then put render distance to 1 less than when spawners loaded. So my spawners loaded at 11 chunks, so I will put render distance to 10. Now we will check each direction to see if the spawners load. Go 1 chunk to 1 direction, and if the spawners load, fortress is in that direction. If it doesn't, return to the previous chunk and go in any other direction. Repeat this until the spawners load. The fortress is in that direction. My spawners loaded in this direction. Now you can set your render distance to maximum to see blaze spawners from far away. Turn off F3 plus G and Shift plus F3. When you find a fortress, you must find a blaze spawner. If you can spot Nether Fortress starting point, it looks like this. Blaze spawner will usually be 2 intersections from this point. Also, when searching for a blaze spawner, follow next rules. Never go up netherward stairs, always go down these stairs. Then always go forward, never behind them. Always go up regular stairs, always down netherward stairs. Always go the opposite direction of these balconies. Blaze spawner. When you find a spawner, drink fire resistance if you have it. Range attacks will do no damage, but don't walk into them, they will still melt you. If you don't have fire resistance, build this 2x2 plane. Then jump so blazes see you and fire at you. The plane will block the fireballs. Then kill them. Try luring them to walk into you, instead of you walking into them. Kill blazes by waiting for the attack speed to recharge. Then jump and hit them when falling down for a critical strike. How to ultra tryhard sub 10 blaze farm. See if the spawner is open or enclosed. If the spawner is open, place 2 nether bricks on top of the spawner. Place another like this. Place the bed on this block. Destroy these 2 blocks. And put any block on the second stair. And hide behind it. right click the bed. Do this as quickly as possible. Immediately extinguish fire as it decreases the blaze spawning. Then destroy all remaining blocks, 1 block down, 2 blocks up and 4 blocks all around the spawner, starting with the closest to the spawner. If blazes spawn, stop everything and kill them first. If the spawner is enclosed, put 1 nether brick on top of it. Walk up to it and destroy these 3 exact blocks. Put a bed here and place any block on the second stair. Destroy the bed. Do this as quickly as possible. Immediately extinguish fire as it decreases the blaze spawning. If you don't have nether bricks, mine them from below the spawner. Then destroy all remaining blocks 1 block down, 2 blocks up and 4 blocks all around the spawner, starting with the closest to the spawner. If blazes spawn, stop everything and kill them first. If your spawner is so high that if a blaze rod falls, you cannot get it, craft a fishing rod and fish blazes towards you. If you have 6 blaze rods, leave. Now you will go to your divine travel coordinates. Depending on if you saw a tree, a fossil or an animal, you will go to the proper coordinates. I will leave everything in the description. Trees are the highest risk and highest reward, because they may not work, but if they do, they will teleport you closest, probably into the stronghold. Fossils have priority over animals. Go as close to divine travel coordinates as possible. You don't need to mine through mountains, just build a portal as close as possible as quickly as possible. If you don't have divine travel coordinates, your run is unlikely to be sub 10, but you can still try to blind travel. Go to one of these coordinates. It doesn't matter if any of them is positive or negative. Find Stronghold. For a sub 10 minute run, you must teleport into the Stronghold, but I will explain how to find it anyways. With divine travel, you should spawn on average around 350 blocks from the Stronghold. If you're in the ocean, place your camera right above the ocean so you see through water. The portal room can be exposed. You will recognize it by the windows with bars and a lot of light. On land, throw an eye and place the cross at it. Type this angle into the chat. Turn 90 degrees and do 5 sprint jumps. Place the cross at the eye and type the angle into the chat. Find the difference between those 2 angles and compare it to this chart. This is how far your stronghold is. In my case the difference is 4.4, so this is my distance to the stronghold. And let's check it. When traveling, use ender pearls to get over mountains quickly, but always save 3 pearls to fight the ender dragon. When you find the stronghold, dig down at 4 left chunk coordinates. You will fall right into the starting staircase room. These stairs that lead to nothing are the starting staircase room. How to find portal room. When you enter the stronghold, press escape, go to the options, music and sound, and turn on subtitles. This will help you notice silverfish, which can only be in the portal room. If you are not in the starting staircase room, you must find it first. These are the rules of finding starting staircase room. Always go upstairs. Don't confuse normal spiral stairs with starting staircase, which lead to nowhere. Go up normal spiral stairs too. Walk through hallway if the chest is on the right side. In a 5-way room, always enter the door across the stairwell. Enter doors that are inside a wall. Do not enter doors that are aligned with a wall. 5-way rooms can have hidden rooms. If the staircase is facing north or south, there can be a hidden room. Check if there is an indent without doors. Wherever there is an indent without doors, there is a hidden room behind the other half of the same wall. If you find doors that lead to nowhere, break it to check if you're inside a hidden room. This will get you to the starting staircase room. Stronghold rooms are much smaller than you think. This is one room, this is the next, and this is the next. In 90% of the cases, a portal room will be in the first 8 rooms of the starting staircase room. Check out 8 rooms and then return and check 8 rooms in another direction. If you get lost, follow the rules of finding the starting staircase room. Do not follow the rules of starting staircase when you are searching for the end portal. Defeating the Ender Dragon. Speed is extremely important here. If you have 3 Ender Pearls, pearl in. Otherwise build a bridge. Press F3 plus B. Run to the middle while being on the opposite side of the dragon. Place 3 obsidian blocks like this as quickly as possible. Run north or south, whichever is opposite of the dragon. Speed is most important. If you're quick enough, you might get an instant purge. Your next step depends on if you have 2 ender pearls or not. If you have 2 ender pearls, throw the ender pearl at the taller of 2 towers and start towering to the height of 122. Stand on the corner closest to the dragon while holding shift. When he fires a fireball, dodge it to the side. If it hits you, quickly jump and place a block. Watch the dragon closely for a purge. Now you can craft beds and drink fire resistance quickly. Once it makes a sharp turn, it is purging. Throw the ender pearl next to the dragon. Place a bed and aim for the head hitbox. The closer the bed explodes to the head, the more damage it does. Kill it with 5 to 7 beds. If you don't have 2 ender pearls, run as far away as possible. The further away, the higher chances of it purging. But you must watch the dragon the whole time, so you don't miss a purge. Now you can craft beds and drink fire resistance quickly. When it starts purging, get in as quickly as possible. Use ender pearl if you have it. And start placing beds and aim for the head hitbox. The closer the bed explodes to the head, the more damage it does. Kill it with 5 to 7 beds while it is still flying. Hitting the head hitbox isn't easy at all, so I recommend practicing it. When you kill it, stay in the portal and wait. Important note. To compete on speedrun.com, you cannot use Optifine, but you can use Sodium. The difficulty cannot be peaceful, and read the rules. You can change Gamma to see better in caves and underwater. 5.0 is the maximum allowed for speedruns. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.